Well, we've arrived at the Germania Cemetery in Germania, PA. Right now we're just waiting for it to get dark so we can actually get to work here. But we've actually tracked down Jacob's headstone. At least we hope it's the Jacob that we're thinking of. We think it is because it's a big stone, and he was a prominent member of this town anyway. Where's that? That's got to be coming from the flagpole. But we took a stroll around the place and we didn't see anything on Crystal or Lacey. Not saying that they're not in here, but we haven't seen the stones. But for you guys that don't know the history of us in the Germania Hotel, or the history of the Germania Hotel period, it was built in the 1850s. And late 1800s, early 1900s, a little girl, Crystal, was actually drugged to death when she got caught in the reins of some horses out in the parking lot. And it's also, the Germania Hotel's also haunted by a woman named Lacey, who the last time when we were in there, she actually told us she was hung in the attic. And through all our experiences in that place, one thing's definitely been certain, is that it is occupied by one very, very dark entity named Jacob.
He has came through many times. That's for sure.
So all we can hope for tonight is that he's going to come through up there. I know one of them's going to come through. Hopefully we can get all three of them. I'm going to have to rewatch this video. I think, I'm not quite sure, but I think we just got some kind of red dancing light.
No, it's a flower. Or over there?
Yeah, right over here.
I didn't get that. I thought I had some here. It was a flower.
Debunked flower. But anyway, every time we've been in the Germania Hotel, we've been in, what, 4 or 5 times?
Yeah.
And each time, I mean, it's gotten more explosive. Jacob's told us stuff like 666 dead, and he was going to kill us. And that was sitting at the bar just going through evidence with nothing running, and he just said that straight into the digital. Basically told us you were going to die.
Which isn't a good feeling.
No, that's not nice. That kind of put a buzzkill on tonight. But also exciting at the same time, because you love to hear that shit. As a paranormal investigator, so.
Last time yourself, you were pushed in the hotel outside the
Yeah.
which we think he was behind that as well.
Yeah, about a little over a month and a half ago, we came over here, and we got a picture of him on the wall, actually behind Chris, as Chris was in the process of taking some pictures of the hotel. I actually took one of Chris, and Jacob showed up behind him in the photo. He completely killed one of our best videos in there when I tried to get up into a crawl space. And we taunted him pretty good that night. I went outside to take a cigarette break. We were taking a 10-minute break. I went outside, sat down, and I get a huge growl, a very loud growl in my ear, and I stood up to take off, and I didn't get far. It was quite an experience when you feel 2 hands nail you right in the back and you go shooting like 4 feet forward over a bucket. He was not happy. It was after that time.
Every time we've been there, he's come through with the same. It's him.
Yep.
He's the main haunt in the whole building.
And he has never said anything nice. Just a really nasty entity who has a bad habit of following people home too, because he followed me home after that visit. And I was sitting at my kitchen table doing a spirit box session to find out who was around me, because I knew something was around me.
The first time we came here last year at Germania Hotel, I felt like there was pressure on my chest all the way back from the place.
Yep.
And then after a while, it just went away.
And as a lot of people know, Marcy and Todd are trying to sell the Germania Hotel, and that night at the kitchen table, I sat there and I asked, make sure it was Jacob. I was like, Jacob, how do you feel about Marcy selling the hotel? And Marcy, you're not going to be too impressed to hear this, because this will probably be the first time you've seen this, or heard this, but he said, Jacob came through as clear as day, said, she isn't selling anything. Which kind of gives us maybe some ideas that his history and involvement with the Germania Hotel in this town, maybe he had a hand in building the hotel. The dates are all, it seems perfect. Well, hopefully tonight we'll find out for sure and get this guy off our
answers for him.
Get this guy off our back once and for all. But yes.
He's here, we're sure he's going to come through.
Yep. But if any place that has taught us that spirits will follow you home, it's the Germania Hotel. This guy has been a pain in our ass for a year.
Definitely. For years, about exactly.
For whoever's been in Bobby Mackey's or any place like that, they follow you home. They can follow you, they will follow you. And if they're dark, it's not going to be a pleasant experience.
Check the wheels.
Yep.
He's behind that too. Plus, we investigated the area across from the hotel last year and had a little bit of activity in there. Nothing like the hotel, however.
No.
Hotel's this little place. I should have queued up some of the EVPs on that digital phone in there. Could have been playing. All the bangs that went on in the ball.
Yeah. That's one thing that we're definitely going to cover, though, once we do our seminar and thing where we show all our evidence to people. This is definitely one place that we're covering. It's the Germania Hotel. Yeah, and thankfully, the cool thing is Marcy said, the owner, said she's going to come and talk about some of her experiences there. Like, she actually saw him above her head on the ceiling staring at her one day. And there's just so much to tell about this place. He's a very oppressive, dominating spirit who basically thinks his shit doesn't stink and he's the man. And my experience last time says, yeah, you're right, Jacob, you're the man. I'm not going to argue with him. So hopefully, we'll actually be able to pull off a first tonight and have a peaceful conversation with him. We do know one thing, that he does not like people butting into the hotel's business. But darkness has fallen, and I think we're about to close out this video. Yeah, definitely. It's either going to be a nice quiet night in here, which we both highly doubt already. We already know what's going to happen because the temperature, you can already feel the temperature dropping in the cemetery. this is an old place. I mean, dating back to the early 1800s, if not earlier.
But once and for all, maybe we can figure something out with this whole mystery. Well, it's not good to see that there's a nice red orb over by that tree.
Yeah, red's never good. So, before we do close this out, we'd just like to say here real quick on a side note, thanks to all you guys for watching and hitting our page up each week. 2,000 likes a big deal, and we're over that now. But shit, we'd like to thank you guys a ton. That's huge for us, and we're gonna do everything we can to keep you guys entertained, if that's what you want to call it.
Keep paranormal.
That's right. All right, guys, it's about time to get to work. The iPad won't shut off.
Dude, I got red energy by that tree.
All right, you know what, you guys? We may be rolling for a while because I can't shut the equipment off.